Yo, what's good, Jets Nation? This is Richie from Jets Media, bringing you guys my flight preview to the New York Jets versus Kansas City Chiefs game that kicks off at 1 p.m. Eastern Time this Sunday. And you know the deal. I'll be bringing you guys my thoughts of the game, some matchups to watch, how the Jets can potentially win, how they're going to lose, who they're versing, all that good stuff. I think that the Jets are going to win this game easily. I think that the Chiefs are the most overhyped team in the NFL. I think that the Jets are really underrated and slept on throughout the league, and I think that the Jets are going to win easily. I'm kidding, guys. I hope you guys know I'm kidding. I don't know if I got you guys behind the screens. You're like looking at me like, is this guy okay? Totally a joke. Obviously, I know that this is going to be a brutal game for the New York Jets going up against the defending Super Bowl champions, going up against Andy Reid in that explosive offense with Patrick Mahomes. And it is Le'Veon Bell's revenge game against his former team. I'm so excited to see what he can do, honestly. And I hope that Le'Veon Bell gets in the end zone against the Jets and can go up to Adam Gase and say, yo, Adam Gase, this is how you use a star running back. Thank you very much. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little joke, but enough of the stupid jokes that I'm giving you guys. Let's get right into the matchup. So today we find out that Jamison Crowder was limited in practice. Today's Thursday, so there is some optimism that he could suit up, but it is not 100%. We do not know. Obviously, that is a huge plus if the Jets can get him on the field because Brashad Perriman looks like he's going to be out, and we need as much people on the wide receiver groups for Sam Darnold as much as possible. I'm excited to see what rookie Denzel Mims can do in his second game in the NFL. I really like to see what he did last week against the Bills. I'd like to see him blocking. He does all the dirty work. He's not just a route runner, not just a stereotypical catching the ball. You know, all the receivers, they get paid to catch balls, but Denzel Mims is a complete receiver, and I'm excited to see what he can do. But going into what I'm looking forward to in this game, some positive news for the Jets in terms of who's getting healthy and the rookies that might be starting to play. Rookie Ashton Davis might be starting because Bradley McDougald is dealing with an injury, so he might be out for multiple weeks. So we will see what Ashton Davis looks like with Marcus May. And also rookie Jabari Zuniga, who finally got elevated off the IR. He's been battling a quad injury ever since training camp started. So we can finally see what he can do out there because obviously the edge position, the defensive line position is, I think the interior defensive line is good, but the edge rushers have just never been a strong suit for the New York Jets. I love what I'm seeing from undrafted rookie Bryce Huff so far, and I think Jordan Jenkins might be battling a little injury if he is out, but I don't think it's going to be serious. I think Jordan Jenkins will be suiting up, but I do want to see Jabari Zuniga out there and get as much reps as possible because he's a third-round pick. He was out of Florida, and his tape, he has a lot of potential, and I have a really good feeling that the New York Jets are about to have a lot of rookies getting a lot of time playing in this on this team for the rest of the season. Maybe not this week against the Kansas City Chiefs, but as the season progresses down the line, we're going to have a lot of rookies. And I mentioned this in my previous videos. That's really what's bringing me optimism, or not really optimism, but giving me motivation to watch these games because these guys are our core future. This is the Joe Douglas era, and we saw what Joe Douglas did in his first ever draft as a Jets general manager in the 2020 draft. And we love what we see from Mekhi Becton so far. We saw the first game of Denzel Mims. La'Mical Perine looks promising. Braden Mann is kicking those balls, and he looks pretty good so far. Bryce Hall, he's been designated to practice, and we haven't seen him yet. He was a really good prospect coming out of college. There is a lot of people. Another guy that I'm excited to see is offensive lineman Cameron Clark. There's just a lot of names that I'm really intrigued by, and I want to see what these players can do in their rookie seasons. And we can hope, out of the 9 guys, and I'll name them really quick, rapid fire. Ready? Mekhi Becton, Denzel Mims, Ashton Davis, Jabari Zuniga, La'Mical Perine, Cameron Clark, Bryce Hall, Braden Mann, and Bryce Huff. Those 9 guys, if 5 of those 9 can be core pieces for the future, that is a really big positive. Obviously, we hope for more than 5, but at minimum, 5 or more, really good sign. So let's get right into the Kansas City Chiefs game. I don't want to digress and talk about the Jets, So we're going to Kansas City, and we're going up against the defending Super Bowl champions. What's interesting about this game is Dowell Loggins will continue to call the plays. Adam Gase has said in the press conference that he will not be calling the plays, so that is pretty interesting. We saw what this Jets offense looked like in the first half last week, and it was really insane. It was not what we're used to. We saw people go into motion and look more fluid. We saw aggressive downhill play calling. It was 3rd and 20, and Dowell Loggins calls an aggressive out route to the sticks with Braxton Berrios, and Sam Darnold throws a dime in the bucket. So, I'm excited to see that Dowell Loggins is calling the plays. I hope this means that this is the end of the Adam Gase era, or coming towards the end, because last thing we need is Dowell Lockins to start, doing well, and then all of a sudden Christopher Johnson's like, oh yeah, maybe Adam Gase is the good head coach, and then Dowell Lockins will be our offensive play caller for the future. We can't have that happen. We need Adam Gase out of the building as soon as possible. But it's going to be interesting to see. Obviously, what happened against the Buffalo Bills, they were not prepared for Dowell Loggins to call the plays. They prepared for an Adam Gase-driven offense, and then they were caught off guard, and that's probably why the offense looked so good. And then in halftime, the Buffalo Bills and Sean McDermott made adjustments to the Jets offense, and then it completely shut them down. So it's going to be interesting to see, because that is a huge problem with this Jets football team ever since Adam Gase came in the building, is they lack adjustments in the middle of games. How many times last year did we see a perfectly scripted drive on the first drive of the game getting in the end zone, and then after that it stalls out? Because what that tells you is Adam Gase all throughout the week was preparing for that first drive, and after that, it's all ad-libs. It's all on the fly, and he does not have that ability to call the plays on the fly and adjust to their adjustments, and that's what great coaching is about, and that's not what Adam Gase and Dowell Loggins have in store for us. So it's going to be interesting to see if Dowell Loggins can call a full four-quarter game. I'm hoping for a competitive game in terms of just seeing the offense move. I want to see people get involved. I don't want to... That second half last week was just a nightmare. 4 yards of total offense. We need the offensive line to play together, because I think the big reason why the offense looked really good in the first half was the offensive line was protecting Sam, and everybody was playing together as a unit, That touchdown to Michael Pirine, that rushing touchdown on the edge. Denzel Mims set up the block. It was great blocking from the offensive line. Touchdown. Mekhi Becton was a really crucial part to that first half offense. He has been a really crucial lead blocker for running back LaMichael Pirine on third down. And the offensive line was also protecting Sam Darnold, and that gave him enough time to progress his routes and look for people and find the open man. And then the second half, everything fell apart. The offensive line did not give Sam any time in the pocket. Sam Darnold could not find people open. He was missing people open. He was missing throws. And you guys know what happened. Nobody was getting open. Tre'Davious White got onto Denzel Mims, and he was locked down for the rest of the game. And yeah, so that's what happened last week. So hopefully this week we can see a full 4 quarters of a competent offense. I want to see Denzel get involved all throughout the game. I want to see LaMichael Pirine get involved. I want to see Sam Darnold have a way better game, because I think that Sam Darnold had a good game last week in the first half before that interception. After that interception, it all went downhill. So hopefully Sam can just progress as a signal caller. I think the one issue with Sam Darnold so far this season, and it's what I said in the beginning of the year in training camp, this is what's going to tell if he's going to make that next step, and he hasn't done it yet, which is being able to scan the defense and make adjustments at the line of scrimmage and call out blitzes, and really just being understood of the speed of the game. And it feels like he is not there mentally. Sam Darnold has all the physical talent in the world. He has the arm talent. He has the mobility. He's athletic. But I think what's wrong with Sam Darnold is his brain. And that's why he has not looked like the franchise quarterback we wished or we hoped for him to be. So hopefully he can develop into that, because I know if we get that first overall pick, and we do go the Trevor Lawrence route, we want Sam Darnold's trade value as high as possible, because we want the most trade that we can get. We want a first round or second round pick from Sam. So we have to root for Sam to play well in order for him to get his trade value up. Or for me personally, I'm still rooting for Sam to play extremely well for the rest of the year, and he can be our franchise guy for the future. But I know that's a long shot because he's not been playing well. If that's the case, he needs to really start playing well, because I'm not delusional. I see Sam Darnold play football, and it's not quality starting NFL football for a quarterback. So what do I want to see from the Jets' defensive side of things? I'm really intrigued to see what Quinnen Williams can do against this Kansas City Chiefs offensive front with 2 star running backs in Clyde Edwards-Helaire, rookie, and Le'Veon Bell. And can they contain the run? Because we saw what Kansas City did against the Buffalo Bills with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. They ran all over them. And Kansas City Chiefs offense is so dynamic. They can beat you in so many different ways. Who's going to be on Travis Kelce? Is it going to be Marcus May? Is it going to be Brian Poole? Who's going to be locking down Tyreek Hill down the field? It's going to be pretty insane for this Jets defense. I'm interested to see if they can contain them and hold them at least under 30 points. I feel like that will be a success against this insane offense that the Kansas City Chiefs have. And what's interesting? You guys probably saw it. Defensive tackle Chris Jones for the Chiefs was asked about the Jets, and he's like, yeah, people underrate the Jets. I forgot the exact quote, but he said something like, people don't really understand how good the Jets are. They overlook them just because they have no wins. I don't know if he was 100% serious by that comment, or he actually genuinely thinks the Jets are a good football team. I don't know. Maybe I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think down below what Chris Jones meant by that quote, because it doesn't make sense to me at all. So I just am hoping for an entertaining game. I would love for it to go into the fourth quarter and be competitive, but realistically speaking, that's not going to happen. I see the Chiefs blowing the doors open. I see the Chiefs dominating on all three phases of the ball. Last week, the Chiefs beat, who was it? Was it the I forgot who the Chiefs just versed last week, but they barely had a good offensive day. Their special teams and defense kind of carried them. And that's what's so good about this Kansas City Chiefs team is like they're not so offensively driven. Their defense has started making plays. Their special teams are making plays. And they don't have to rely on Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid's offense to carry the load. And that's what makes a really good team. And that's why they're defending Super Bowl champions. So that really does it for my flight preview. I'm really interested to see what is in store. Some players, before I end the video, I'll talk about some players I'm watching out for, which is basically all the rookies, to be honest. I'm excited to see Denzel Mims, LaMichael Pirine, Mekhi Becton. Bryce Huff, can he continue? Definitely Quinnen Williams. Is Bless Austin going to continue his fine play? I think he had a good game last week. Marcus May, definitely Ashton Davis in his first start of his career if Bradley McDougald is down. And Jabari Zuniga, if he's making his NFL debut, that's going to be intriguing to watch. Yeah, that's really it. I am also going to look out for Sam Darnold. Is he going to look like the same inconsistent quarterback where he's not scanning the field right, or can he have a four-quarter good game? Because I still think he has the talent to do it. It just needs to get that confidence and that mindset back that he had his rookie season. He had sometimes that last year. So hopefully he can do that and have a competitive game. And I'm just hoping for, like I said, a close game, but realistically speaking, it's not going to happen, guys. We're versing the Kansas City Chiefs. That does it for this video. Smash that like button if you enjoyed, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Having so much fun on this channel. I know that the Jets are borderline the worst team in all of pro sports, and we have no wins. But, you know, me on this channel, I'm just so thankful to have a huge platform that I can voice my opinion, give you guys my takes on the Jets, because you guys have been showing so much love in the comments, the like button, subscribe, everything. And I just want to say I genuinely appreciate every single one of you guys. And I'm just living my dream right now. And there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And when the Jets are good, this channel is going to be fantastic, even better. I'm telling you guys right now. That does it for this video. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Let's go Jets. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace.